Hey, welcome back to the channel. So we have the Hatway banner here. So let's take a look at the units. First of all, see Gundam. We're gonna check. Ho 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 ho. It has 13,000 attack. So it's an attacker. Look at terrain capability. It can be used in atmospheric. So this is nice. It's a very versatile unit. Can be used in space, atmospheric, and ground. And then ability, increase attack by 15%. When the enemy attacks with physical or beam range weapon, reduce the base attack by 50%. Oh my god, this is insane. Like in PvE, he is gonna be really strong because of this. Like he can at least survive the enemy attack. Because in PvP, mostly enemy use EX attack, EX weapon, and they ignore this kind of thing, okay? And when figure is supercharged or higher, increase on movement by 1. Okay. And he has movement 5. So that means that he gets movement 6 on supercharge. That means that he really gonna have 7 movement with the pilot. That is insane. 7 movement. That's kind of like overkill. But if you do have a PvE stage where you need to go from one position to another, then he's gonna be the fastest Gundam alive. So look at this, advantage EFSF and increase attack and defense by 20%. So that is huge. Okay, so it's 15% attack and then 20% attack against EFSF, and also the defense, you will be insanely strong against EFSF. So look at the weapon. Missile launcher. Ooh, it's a unique map attack. Like it's similar to GP02A, but with a smaller AoE. So you can hit at most 5 enemies. Yeah, but they need to be clumped up together. So with the power of 3960 at level 5, it's so-so. Okay, there is no other effect aside from dealing damage, but it's an absolute hit. Okay, so in PvP, it's going to be quite good, because map attack is unblockable, unavoidable, and uncounterable, so you can avoid getting countered by the enemy if they still survive if you use the map attack. But it depends on the AI whether they're gonna use it or not. And then the melee, the higher the remaining HP is, so this is a nice melee. And then, oh no, the EX weapon only has 4 range, 7,200 power. The power is okay. It's a normal, I think limited units like Strike Freedom, High New damage, around that number. And higher your MP is, greater weapon power increase up to 20% at the start of battle. Yeah, I've already analyzed this and told you that it's gonna feel like this C Gundam gonna deal a lot of damage using this, not because of the weapon is great or he is like having a really high attack, but because at the very beginning he won't get the 20% boost from here. You need to kill the enemy a couple of times and or use MP up skill, and only then you will receive the bonus from this and also from the supercharge. So you will get 30% from supercharge and 20% from here. So the increase in damage after you get supercharged is a lot, like quite significant. And it's a beam special, so that is good. So the 5 range attack is gonna be the funnel missiles. Okay, it uses Awaken, a special weapon. So this is exactly just like High New. Okay. Except for the map attack, High New is a straight line, 3 square straight line. Yeah, High New is much better. This one is just a 5 square. So that is C Gundam, and the moment of truth, the tanks. It's a Psychomu Lightning Fast Ace unit, and Mafty, it's a new tag, and we only have 6 units in it. Okay, that means that it's not a new type. Shit. Yeah. So it's a Psychomu. Yeah, I thought it's gonna be new type but not Psychomu, but instead it's a Psychomu but not new types. So this is good news for the Ace unit players. Okay, like Ace units currently have the Biarlan custom for DPS if you are a free-to-play players, and then there's the God Gundam for the pay-to-win players and also the PvP players. Now you have this unit for at least a 4 range attack using the EX weapon. So but you need to use this exact unit, okay? So this is a pay-to-win unit, and abilities also is really good. So yeah, that is the C Gundam, okay? And then we're gonna go take a look at the pilot. Ooh, MP up skill, increase MP by 7, and then high speed. Yeah, this gonna give C Gundam 7 movement, and also probably not only from this guy, because yeah, I'm gonna talk about that later. Because the C Gundams get 6 movement no matter which pilot is piloting this guy. So that means that yeah, look at this. As long as you are supercharged, no matter who the pilot is, you're gonna get 6 movement. And if you use any other pilot who has movement up skill, then he will get 7 movement. Okay, so you don't really need to use the Hatway Noah to pilot the C Gundam. You can just use any other pilot if you do want. I mean, like the tech. Let's take a look. Yeah, the pilot tech is only the MAFT. Okay, so you can only use pilots that doesn't really require affinity tech, like for example, like Sharasnable, you know. So Sharasnable from the Sazabi, okay, because we now have a lot of Sharasnable. So that's some example. So let's take a look back at this guy, Hatway Noah. Increase awaken by 25%. It's an awaken boost. So and 830 to awaken. So in every single aspect, Amuro attacker from the high new banner is a lot better than this guy. He is a much better pilot. Increase of damage dealt by 20%, awaken by 25%, and then chance step +1, MAFT, and reduce damage taken only if you are piloting MAFT. So you don't actually need to pilot these units, you know, like you only get reduced damage taken bonus from piloting this. So you can actually use Hatway Noah to pilot any other unit as long as it uses awakened weapon. Okay, and you will also get the double chance step. So it's a very versatile pilot. But in any case, like if you had a chance to pull for this Amuro, look at this 897 awaken, MP up, attack burst, and then also own damage dealt by 20%, awaken and reaction 25%, chance step again, then EFSF reduce damage taken, so you don't actually need to pilot EFSF, but EFSF there are a lot of options, you know, and increase range by 5%. So yeah, in every single aspect, this is a better pilot than Hatway Noah. But good news for new players, if you didn't play this game when the high new banner came out, that means that this is gonna be your Amuro, okay? Like this is your Amuro at home, okay? Amuro KW ini. Okay, so that means that if you do want to pull for this banner, and the limited unit is the C Gundam, so you really need to pull for the unit. Like, you know, the unit is where it is good. Okay, the pilot is so-so, the unit is where it is good. Okay, and then after that, we're gonna take a look at the Penelope. Okay, it's an HP tank. Okay, so increase maximum HP by 15%. When you attacks with physical or beam range weapon, reduce damage taken by 40%. So yeah, 10% lower than the C Gundam, but it's expected because C Gundam is a limited unit. Minnow, skip fly, and beam barrier level 2. Yeah, that's really strong because it blocks both physical and beam as long as it's range weapon. When figure is supercharged or higher, increase on movement by 1, mobility by 10%. So it's also a 6 movement unit. And because it only requires you to be supercharged and it's on the unit, you don't care who pilot this unit. And I think this is EFSF, right? Yes, it is EFSF. So that means that you can use like, you know, Kou Uraki to pilot this guy, get to supercharge, and then increase your movement by 6. And because as a durability unit, movement is the most important one. You can support defense your allies from a longer range. You can basically cover a bigger area to be protected by you. So with Kou Uraki, you're gonna be able to, you know, make perfect use of this guy's movement. Okay, cover up the entire map and protect those allies you have. And it also can be used in atmospheric, so that's great. And there is the shield defense mechanism, the one most important thing to have for a durability unit. And then going to weapon, this is the green, so nothing excited about that. And it's also for range EX weapon, okay? And there's the preemptive strike icon in here, and there is funnel missiles. So just like the G Gundam, the 5 range weapon is funnel missiles, awaken stats, special. Power is so-so because this is also a tank. You don't really deal high damage as a tank. Accuracy down to 12%, so that's quite good. And look at this. Inflicts attack down by 35%, so level 6 attack down debuff. And preemptive strike. So, can be used when consuming 2 MP. So you require to use your MP. That means that if you use this attack, that means that you're gonna lose your 6 movement, okay? So be careful when you do that. And looking at the preemptive strike like this, this most likely gonna mean that if the enemy attack you and you choose to use this weapon, you're gonna attack the enemy first instead, okay? Because usually if it is on your enemy's turn, they attack you, they're gonna move first and only then you will move, okay? And it's a bad idea for a tank if that happens, because for this attack down to work, you need to attack the enemy first. So that means that if you get attacked on the enemy turn, that means that the enemy gonna deal full damage to you and only then you're gonna debuff them. So this is a really good weapon for a tank, because you're gonna apply the attack down debuff to your enemy before they attack you. In certain situation that is really OP, okay? But this means that you actually, it doesn't work like what I said yesterday in my analysis video. Like I thought you're gonna be able to attack your enemy while support defending, but apparently it's not, you know, most likely because it is in the weapon effect of the EX weapon itself, so you gonna have the preemptive strike only when you use this weapon. That means that when you are countering attack your enemy, then the preemptive strike gonna work, and you're gonna attack the enemy first before they attack you. And sometimes if the enemy is weak enough, you will be able to kill them first before they even deal damage to you. So yeah, this is a really nice thing to have for a tank. It's a new mechanic and it's really great. And the best thing is that it's an EFSF unit. So you can use Kouraki, you can use Ioflemi, you can use Ride Marcenas, you can use Yonabasta. There are a ton of good EFSF tank pilot out there. So there are a lot of options for you to choose. And there is a test type Tough as Nails, Psychomu, and Rival. You can use all those tags. Supporters and use this guy in your lineup if you have these teams, okay? But again, not a new type machine, it's a Psychomu. It's supposed to be good for my team, but we will see later, okay? So yeah, that is Penelope. And then the pilot, Lane Aim, he has 700 awaken, that's nice for a tank pilot, and then 749 defense. Okay, character skills, attack burst, MP up, force guard. So yeah, it's good thing that he has MP up, because every time you use EX weapon, you're gonna use up your MP, and you need to recover your MP with this, okay? And also you can get full supercharge from the very beginning of the battle as long as you move first, okay? And there is the force guard if you want to tank, and attack burst if you want to deal damage to your enemy, so that's nice. Support defense, increase own defense by 20%, that is normal. Awaken by 20%, so damage oriented tank. And then when piloting durability type, increase your own attack by 20% when countering. This is the Duo Maxwell ability too. And mobile shield Gundam Hatway, so that's nice. It's not limited to just the MAFT like the Hatway Noah. Like it's very limiting there. At least you have more, although you only have 3 more units. So yeah, I mean like At the very least, there should be a tank, right? Yeah, look at that. C Gundam SSR is a durability unit. So if you are a free-to-play players, instead of using Penelope, you can actually use lane aim to pilot the C Gundam. Hopefully, this C Gundam has high weapon power and probably high attack. So you can actually make use of a fighter tank like that, like an offensive-oriented tank with that. And increase MP by 6, that means that at the very beginning you will definitely use up your MP up skill, okay, because you already closer to supercharge. So that's how the AI works, okay. If you already get MP6 at the very beginning, then when it's his turn to move, he will straight away use the MP up skill. Otherwise, if you don't have this MP6, then the AI will attack the enemy first. Only after you kill someone, then the AI will use the MP up skill, okay. Basically, as long as you already have 6 MP, then the AI will definitely use this skill, okay. If you don't have MP at all, the AI will not spam this skill, okay. So that is good. Yeah, lane is actually okay, lane aim, but only if you require an offensive tank, okay? Like, I think the problem is that you need Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway. It would have been perfect if this tech is EFSF. Like, you can use him to pilot other EFSF unit, and it's gonna make him even better than the C Gundam and Hatway Noah. Like pulling this banner is just because of this guy, not the C Gundam. Okay, if he has the EFSF tech here, because that means that you can just pilot all the other EFSF UR units and make them as an attacker, as a DPS. So yeah, support defense only once, as expected, because Duo Maxwell also only has one support defense, because when there is something good, there should be something bad, okay, that balance things out, okay. So yeah, techs not that many, okay. So that is Penelope, and then there is the the supporter, HP restoration, Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway, and Mobile Suit Gundam Charge Counter Attack. Yeah, we already knew this from the Facebook post, and 36% increase. This is a normal UR supporter ship. So yeah, there are not many Hathaway units I saw just now. There are only 8. So the development diagram must be very short. And there is an SSR here, Master Type F naked. Ooh, he's naked. And it's a mobility. Oh yeah, it's a support unit. Okay, ability increase mobility by 5%. Leader aptitude. This is a new ability, aptitude. So instead of the pilot having something to do with the unit, now the unit requires a certain pilot to pilot him. This is also a new mechanic coming from this banner. And when for characters with specified text, the max range of beam weapon is increased by 1. And beam weapon only has 4 range. So yeah, he requires that leader pilot just to make him able to attack from 5 range away. So it's a must to use a leader pilot for this guy. And it's a defense down level 5 debuff. So that is good. And then beam weapons have been taken up, but with 1 range, you will rarely ever use that one. So this is a so-so unit. I mean, like, you're gonna definitely need him if we have a stage of Hathaway, where you can only bring Hathaway units. Like, look at this, you only have 10 units from the Hathaway. So when there is a stage that requires you to bring only Hathaway units, like if there is an Eternal Road of Hathaway, you can only use this exact 10 units. Well, at the very least, because the Eternal Road doesn't require you to clear it straight away, you can just take your time, build more SSR, like, just get 10 copies of Penelope, and also 10 copies of the C Gundam. 5 copies of C Gundam and 5 copies of Penelope. Yeah, that's gonna be your aim before you clear the Hathaway Eternal Road. Okay, so that's it for this banner. Okay, so looking at the banner, it's so-so. Let's take a look at development diagram. Let's see the Hathaway. There it is. And then yeah, it really is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 6 units, okay? Looking at the SR, this is the attacker, okay? Attack wise, so for range 3300, yeah, he sucks, okay? Nothing good about that SR. This one, Master Type 2, is a support unit, so definitely don't build an SR support unit. This is a durability SR, and ability only increase defense by 5%, so yeah, also not a good unit. And then there is the Penelope, and Penelope can change mechanism. Oh yeah, the UR, can the UR also change? Let me see. Can you change to a duck? No, you cannot change to a duck. So only the SSR can change into a duck. So yeah, can be used in phase, atmospheric, and ground, so that is good. And then after that, you have attack 10%, and the Minovsky flank and beam barrier is still here, although it reduced only by 30%. And when figure is max or higher, increase on attackment mobility by 7%. So it's actually quite alright. And this is an EFSF unit, so can it replace the new Gundam? Funnel missile, 4 range weapon, power 4400, awakened special, higher your remaining HPs, the greater weapon power increases. So he is I think he is in between the, not in between, like, you know, like I've already told you this in other videos, but the strongest damage dealer awakened weapon unit is the Legend Gundam, with critical damage increase for its weapon effect, but it only has 4 range. That's why the new Gundam SSR is the strongest 5 range weapon, awakened attacker, and this is just 1 level below that because it uses similar funnel missiles with the new Gundam, but with a shorter range, so it's still better to use the new Gundam, okay? New Gundam is a better awakened SSR unit to be SP converted compared to this guy. It's a rival test type Psychomu EFSF Tough SNL aerial use. So yeah, I think the only thing good about this Penelope compared to the new Gundam is because you can use him in atmospheric, and also if there is a fight that requires you to pilot a rival unit, then this is a rival one. This is a rival version of the new Gundam, okay? And also tough as nails and test type, okay? Other than that, if you use Psychomu and then a new type machine, then the new Gundam is still a better, awakened unit. Now going into the C Gundam here, it also can be used in atmospheric, so that is good. Ability increase defense by 10%. The Minovsky fire and beam barrier is also still here, reduce damage taken by 30%. And advantage EFSF, so you still have the advantage EFSF, attack and defense by 15%. So because this is a tank, that means that you gonna use the defense more than compared to the attack. So yeah, it's 10% defense and 15% defense, making this a really strong tank against EFSF enemy. And there is also the preemptive strike icon in here. So yeah, looking at this, it's confirmed 100% sure that if you get attacked by the enemy and it's on the enemy turn, that means that you gonna use this weapon first before the enemy attack you. So this is also an attack down, so level 5 attack down debuff, I think. Let me see, can I increase you? No, I cannot check the details, like I cannot max out your weapon level, but I think it's a level 5, wait, 20%, 25%, no, it's a level 4, I don't know, yeah, it's a level 4 attack down debuff, so not the best, but still, like, it can be useful, but also because the range is 1 to 2, so you cannot really use this preemptive strike quite often, At least you do have the funnel missiles, reduce enemy special weapon power by 15%, so it can go up to 25%. And it uses awakened stat, special power not that high, but it's a 4 range, but this is a tank, so that is, acceptable. Shield defense is also here. So yeah, as a tank, this is not that bad. The protagonist, Psychomu, lightning fast Ace unit, aerial use, and Mafty, okay? So, Instead of using Hatway Noah to pilot this guy, it's better to use Lane Aim to pilot the Sea Gundam. So if you are a free-to-play players, yes, exactly, in the unit assembly in here, the one that gonna helps you the most is Lane Aim for a free-to-play players. You can pull this guy and then use him to pilot the Sea Gundam SSR and SP convert that and be a really strong unit. But you can also just, ignore this guy totally, just use your Kouraki or Io Fleming or Ride or Yona to pilot that Sea Gundam SSR, and that's it, because it's an EFSF unit, okay? You don't actually require this guy. So yeah, this banner is totally optional, and I will say that it's more like a pay-to-win banner, because you don't have that many options in the SSR development diagram. So that means that if you do want to use these pilots, that means that you also require to MLB the unit itself, because where the good ones are on the units itself, the good abilities and skills are on the unit itself, so you need to MLB the unit. So this is a really good banner for a pay-to-win players, especially those who just started playing and you didn't have a chance to pull for the high new banner and the Amuro attacker, okay? Because this is gonna be your high new right now. For those who missed the high new banner, this is gonna be your high new. So this is good news for pay-to-win new players, okay? But for a free-to-play players, I do recommend, your best friend is gonna be Lane Aim. And also actually Mafty is also quite good. Like if you are a free-to-play players, if you don't have Amuro attacker, then getting Hatway Noah and Lane Aim gonna help you. But after you get those two, then stop pulling, okay? Because you need to spend a lot to MLB the Sea Gundam and Penelope. At least you already have a copy of them, so you can just slowly MLB them if you do like them, using the the rare medal shop, buying this UR unit limit break material, and yeah, just slowly MLB them if you do want to use them, because this is if this guy is at MLB, it's a really good unit, okay? The only downside is this one, range 4 weapon, and unlike the High New Gundam, there is no way for you to increase the range of this. High New Gundam can at least, when you are supercharged, increase the range to 5 range. This one cannot. So you cannot really use this unit in PvP, because you will definitely use your final missiles a lot, and you gonna be able to miss your attack against your enemy, okay? So this is the downgrade version of the high new banner. That's why for those of you who has been following me so far ever since the game first started, like luckily I recommend it very much to pull that high new banner, okay? Yeah, so that is the banner, and then we have a new event here. Look at this, Fierce Enemy Assault, new unit, the Full Armor Gundam MK3. So let's take a look. It's a support unit, and maximum upgrade SP converted. He has 4 movement, so bad start there. When enemy attacks, there's physical damage reduce damage taken by 20% when attacked by physical weapons, and when HP is 75% or above, increase attack by 15%. So for a support unit, he actually has high attack, so that is good. And there's a 5 range weapon, so that's also a good start. Power is also not that bad. Damage taken from beam weapons up 30%. So this is a beam weapons damage taken up level 5. So yeah, really good. But then again, as a debuffer, your aim is to get the ultimate units and also the UR units, because they are the ones who has level 6 debuff. Okay, there is the defense down here on range 4 too. So yeah, this unit is so-so, definitely not an SP converted material, and there's the shield defense mechanism. So yeah, it's so-so, not the best unit to have, but just a good units to have to get you started, okay? For newer players, it can be a good unit, but for veteran players, it's useless, just collect him. And there is also the Changemaker event here. After we clear the stage, we gonna get a support Yakusiki. So look at this, HP EN. So ability increase maximum EN and then beam damage reduce 20% when beam, and maximum HP by 5%. So ability is totally useless for a support unit, of course. Mega Bazooka Launcher, it's a straight line defense down, so also not the best. There is also 5 range debuff weapon. Damage taken from beam weapons. Okay, beam damage taken up debuffer. Again, it's a level 5 beam debuffer. So not the best, but if you do require a beam damage taken up debuffer, if you are a starting player, a newer player, this can also be good addition, like a good stepping stone for you, especially because it is an AU unit. So you can use it to clear the Zeta story and the Double Z story, and yeah, that's all about the Hyakushiki. Stepping stone only. And there's the pilot, Quattro Bajingan, range 660, awaken also 632, reaction 587. So even when SP converted, this guy sucks. But he has increased attack by 15% when doing support attack or counter. But still, with this kind of stats, like I prefer to just use a UR pilot who has 800 range or 800 awaken, okay? Like the 15% gonna get covered by that 200 stats difference, okay? And then awaken and reaction and mobile shoot Z Gundam when piloting these units, you're gonna get the another support attack. Wait. Oh yeah. He has double support attack. Okay, so support attack 1, and then if you do pilot this unit, you get double support attack, and it's not gonna be shown here because you're required to pilot a certain unit. Okay, and then increase accuracy and evasion 20%, increase range by 15%. Okay, so as a pilot, this guy sucks, and there is a supporter. Okay, this is the first time the supporter is not a ship. What is this? It's just a picture. Mobile Suit Gundam Hatway, the sorcery of name Cersei. What is this? Yeah, this is basically an SSR supporter, boost your stats by 22%. So I think it's a free boost supporters, right? Like similar to Dr. J. Yeah. Because if you have the actual gacha SSR supporter, you should have increased by 26%. So that is the same as the free SSR supporter stat boost, only 22%. So yeah, that is just also a stepping stone for a new players. Okay, and yeah, so all these things about the Hatway is actually a good event and also banner for new players, whether it's for a pay to win or a free to play players. So for those of you who just started playing, do try to get all of these, finish all the stories, and then for the banner for free-to-play players, if you don't have Attacker Amuro, and you just started the game, I do recommend you to try get the pilot, just the pilot, okay? And then for a pay-to-win players, if you do like the Hatway, then yeah, pull until you get them. And MLB, the Z Gundam definitely. The Penelope, you can just try to get him. Any other banner. But in any case, for every single player, I do recommend to just wait until the last day of this banner until we get the news of what is the next banner gonna be, and only then you pull because this is a totally optional banner. Okay, it's a commander type and Mobile Suit Gundam Hatway tag here. Okay, so yeah, there are not many units that you can bring in this using this supporter anyway. So that is that. Is there anything else that I missed in here? Notices we have the banner. There is also the Hatway main stages. Okay, then there's Changemaker, Music Pack, new Music Pack, and then the Fierce Enemy Assault, Eternal Road, new Eternal Road for the Tough as Nail stage. Okay, so maybe we gonna get the Hatway. Maybe is there a Hatway? Yeah, there's a Hatway. Okay. Oh no, this is the toughest nails. No Hatway. Okay, so luckily there's no Hatway stage. Otherwise, you only have like 6 units to choose from from the development diagram. Okay, there are so few. And then looking at the event, look at this. The Changemakers, you have how many stages? 10 stages. Okay, to clear. So it's a free unit. Try to clear the stages. Yeah. It's a free units and pilots and supporter anyway. And then the story, it's in here. Is it an alternative story? No, right, it's supposed to be a UC. Why is it not in this line? I don't know. Maybe it happened somewhere else. Okay, so this is the Hatway story, and it only has 3 stages. Yeah, so I'm gonna clear this in no time. Yeah, that's it from the notice, and also because it's the end of the Master League Season 6, they're gonna tell you the next stage. Okay, yay! So this is Master League Season 7. The stage is gonna be on space, and it's gonna use the tech of Rival and Lightning Fast. It's good news for those of you who build a team of Lightning Fast, and because it is a Rival, it's gonna be quite hard because there are not that many Rival techs units. Like, you know, in every single story and season series, they only have like at least 1 or 2 rival. Okay, so there are not many options. And then the Sea Gundam is actually counted as protagonist, even though it is MAFT. So yeah, it makes the Penelope becoming a rare EFSF rival unit, okay? Because usually EFSF comes with protagonists, it comes with the good guys, so it's a rare chance to have an EFSF with rival. So in the next Master League, definitely EFSF rival, if you do have a lot of EFSF pilot, it's gonna be a huge asset for you, use advantage. So that is that, and I'm gonna go to the Master League just to show you this is my score as a free-to-play player. So yeah, if I can do this, you also can do this, okay? So this game is very, very good, very, very balanced, okay? And yeah, so far so good. Like, very nice game to play. No tier list, no pay to win and free to play can both play this game, so it's really good. It's really good. Yeah, and then look at this. This is my score. Yeah. Confirmation. Yep. Nice. Look at that title. Yeah, we are collecting titles in this Master League. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, I don't know, like I'll most likely gonna be skipping this banner, okay? So there might be a live stream, there might be not, but in any case, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. So bye bye.